All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Hajime no Ippo,
OVA number 1.
Right,
Okay.
right. Yes, so...
we had the film.
Yes, we had the movie. We got to see Ippo kind of prepare himself for the larger stage of boxing, where he might go back to being the underdog again in a lot of ways.
If he goes to the world stage, he will definitely be the underdog again.
Yeah, and... within the context of having kind of extra stuff in between seasons of Ippo here, I have to assume the biggest part about it is that it's centered around some kind of a fight based around like prepping more for kind of the eventual world stage and such, because of the last fight being one about Ippo being challenged by someone who basically achieved the rank necessary in order to challenge him. But there are other rankings out there besides the ones on the national scale of things with regards to different like weight classes. Like Miyata, who is actually ranked higher than the Ippo Oriental scale of things, which is, I'm guessing, basically like China, Japan, Malaysia, kind of that whole
something
area
like that
there.
So now that Ippo's made this decision to be that challenger, maybe this is where we'll get to see him enact that new plan, that new dream. Right,
and then it could in some ways go onto an infinite scaling kind of story progression of Ippo's just climbing the ladder. And it's the ladder that's, always got more rungs, I guess, to climb up. And then not only will there be fights that are way beyond his capacity where he could lose, but they're not end all be all fights because it's moving up and down the ranking necessarily. So be pretty exciting. But yeah, an OVA looks like it's an hour long. So this is going to be a pretty good one.
That'll be
pretty meaty thing, like a 3-episode mini arc, basically.
So like if a regular episode was Takamura, then this is Ippo.
Right. Yeah, this is one of those not absurdly long, things. This isn't a movie,
but it's around elephant sized. It's not much bigger than that.
Yeah. It doesn't quite fit in everyone's trunk, if you know what I'm saying.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, Champion Carnival. Okay.
All right.
Oh
boy. Kimura versus Mashiba.
Oh no.
いや、でもこればかりは仕方ないよ。僕はやっぱり頑張ってください、木村さん。
無理すんな。彼女とこれからって時に気まずくて悪いんだがよ。
Ippo barely beat Mashiba. Ippo barely beat
but
Mashiba.
But that was Ippo back then.
Yeah, but Mashiba, if anything,
he's at a higher weight class now, so...
Yeah, he would have just gotten bigger and better. Oh, Miyata and Kimura.
I need to see your hairstylist.
Right now, your course is to lose. Yeah. But that's just it. He doesn't have any crazy strengths either.
Right. Yeah. Whoa. Just the idea that the first and second ranks, they just decided not to challenge him. But a sparring match wouldn't be training. That would be just sparring.
これだったら誰にも負けねえって自信が欲しい。何より好きなことに打ち込んだって証が欲しい。
Wow, okay. Kimura, in some ways, has become kind of an underdog, just by how radically, like, fast Ippo's success has been.
Kimura-san, 俺来年 OPBF タイトルマッチがあるんです。
Oh, a title match.
All right.
ジャンプってのがアウトボクサーでね。ちょうど木村さんによく似たタイプなんですよ。
Ah, so you
There
would
we
be...
go.
Yeah, it would be helpful.
Cool.
Right, there you go.
I'm not training you, you know?
ジムに来てくださいよ。
Okay.
That was good. You know, once he's left, you know, now he celebrates his own personal victory there. Mashiba's gonna... Unfortunate.
そしてその妹に恋している僕。複雑な状況でいたために。僕は。
Wow. Wow.
お前よりナーバスになってるやつがいるぜ。
Okay.
Oh, the one actually getting left behind.
置いてかれたとかそんな安っぽいもんじゃねえ。
Oh, it's not what's bothering him.
なんとか協力したいのに自分の
Right.
足りない。
Oh.
してるのさ。
Oh, that's what brothers do. That's so good. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Nightmares of that ghoul.
Yeah.
That freak of nature coming after you. He's a lot faster now. Whoa, whoa.
そしてそれを吸収できたとき、マシバのフリック。
Oh.
これですか。
Whoa, 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 whoa! What? He just did it! He did not even thought, really.
フリッカーなら俺も使える。殺傷能力が高いとはいえ、フリッカーもジャブですからね。ジャブをすべて封じるなんてまず不可能。
Gotcha. Yeah, because it's got the maximum range.
木村さんには重大な欠点がある。
Okay.
まずそれを知ってもらいましょう。
Oh,
Cool.
so ignore the flicker for now. Let's actually just
do your regular boxing, and then Miata, since he's so precise and everything, you'll find it and you'll push on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you have two outboxers facing each other, it's gonna be all a speed game. Okay, it's good footwork. Good footwork. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. He can't keep someone at range effectively. At all levels of range, Kimura doesn't really have any advantages.
身をもってだと。
木村さんはそつなくまとまっていて、悪いところが見当たらない。だけど逆に言うと、いいところも見当たら
Oh, right. That's the earlier argument from before. Yeah.
何の怖さもなしにね。
Whereas you have everything to fear of Mashiba because of the way you're building him up in your mind.
Yeah.
突っ込まれたらやりにくくってしょうがねえ。
Okay. Oh, Aoki. Oh,
Yeah.
stamina, Robin. Basically, like, you just need to carb load, right? Like, yep. That's about it.
相変わらずうまかったぜ。当たり前よ。
He can feel the tension, the little bits of awkwardness.
強くなったって言おうと思ったんだ。
Ugh.
お前とスパーしたら1分で始末できるぜ。帰り討ちにして。
Yeah. Okay, now I can leave.
Back.
Okay, that was good. And there goes the smile, right? Now.
Yep.
Yep.
何かね、それは。
最近のマシバさんのビデオ。
Oh, gotcha.
Gotcha.
We didn't even get to We even did see really Imura.
木村にアドバイスを考えていて眠れなかった
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
高村さんはモシバ対策ですか
Alright, what did you spend the whole night coming up with?
Yeah, yeah.
マシバは手が長いから気をつけろと
Mm-hmm.
お疲れ様でした
So,
That wasn't what he came up with.
yeah, that's the whole point of the flicker jab.
Right.
Like,
Oh my god, his arms are really, like, has the capacity for long reach.
最近のマシバのビデオだ。参考になればと思ってよ。
He's like, I'm not fighting.
件はそれだけよ。
I'm not fighting Mashiba.
well, and they're definitely not for Kimura or anything, you know.
Right.
勝てるかい、木村は。お前ならわかるだろう。頼むよ、宮田。なんとか言ってくれよ。
俺は評論家じゃないんでね
Fair, yeah.
あいつ、今回のタイトルマッチ、
Aoki's so torn up over this.
Yeah.
引退を考えてるはずだ。
Oh.
もう23だよ。5年間ボクシングやってきて、16戦以上キャリアもあるし、世間じゃ若い
Yeah, but
現役選手としちゃ若く。頼む宮田、絶対勝たせろなんて言わねえ。だけどせめてあいつに悔いの残らねえ試合をさせてやってくれ。そこまで仕上げてくれ。あいつ
oh, Aoki. This is
Yeah.
so like such a good thing to see from him because he really is kind of a brother to Kimura, but he is quite awkward about it, so he doesn't know how to be like, you know, super helpful. So he's just doing what he can. Ooh.
マシバは基本的な型はほとんど変わっていないしかし1階級上げたことにより
Oh, okay.
から体力が落ちない
何かねえか。アウトボクサーが嫌がること、やりにくいと思うこと。やりにくい。ああ、ガンガン突っ込まれたらやりにくくってしょうがねえ。
Oh.
Sure, if you're offensive enough, then jabs aren't enough to keep you at bay.
だから俺がガンガン前に出てやるからよ。
So he's just gonna tap into basically what Ippo did because Ippo's
Right.
an infighter, so just get in there. That's basically learning a whole new style of boxing, though. Look at him; he's even using a
Yeah.
form of the peekaboo. Like he looks like Ippo
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
He's literally doing like Ippo's training and
Wow.
stuff as well.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Oh, you've got to do that for a long time, though. Jeez.
Because he's not used to this, and this is for a title match.
Yeah.
もうすぐチケット発売だろ。
Oh. Oh.
Cool.
書いてるなんて自慢だからな。用意しますよ。
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
俺を応援か。
老婆心ってもんがあらなんたってよ世界から声がかかった
Oh.
Whoa.
WBC の5位がやりたがってる
Oh.
勝てば世界タイトルも夢じゃないってわけだ
Oh.
Seriously?
冷戦だ
Oh, he's.
Oh, man. I almost feel bad for Kimura.
The stakes just got much higher.
Uh-huh.
その狂気こそお前の力の源なのだから続ければもし世界の頂点に立てば変わるのは世間じゃなく自分自身
Oh.
Okay.
Well, okay. I got here, but what do I do?
Yeah, yeah.
マシバの懐に潜り込んで
Watch me out to be like, you should actually, like, train with Ippo now.
どうする。
でも入ったとして
Oh, he's just physically exhausted.
俺にはそこから先の武器が。
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Ippo and grab a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best thing to do. Like,
Gazelle punch and, like...
uh-huh. Dang, but if Kimura is able to tap into outboxing and infighting with some level of Fluidity?
Yeah, that could be really powerful.
He's gonna come to it.
Right.
He's gonna come to it. What happened when Ippo?
Uh-huh. So if only I could do like an uppercut after dodging underneath. Wait, hold on.
Oh, okay. Wait, no. Aoki? Is he going
way. No way. But he's taller than Ippo, and Ippo didn't have too much of a problem. I mean, that looks like the Gazelle Punch.
Well, it might not even be the Gazelle Punch, but like...
Ooh, nice.
Whoa. Oh, he's
All
grinding
right.
it out.
Yeah.
1週間以上も顔出さないでもう別のスパ相手を頼んじまったぞ今頃来ても用はないぞ
いや父さん用があるのはあちらの方らしい
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, this is awesome.
All right.
I would never have expected this to be also something where we get a lot of Miyata focus as well.
Right.
Okay, okay, that was a solid block.
That was a really solid connection, yeah.
But yeah, I think he made it work. Whoa.
This feels like Ippo.
Okay. Well, Kimura, way to go.
カウンターじゃない闇雲に打ったパンチがたまたま当たっただけですもしそのパンチが完成していたとしたらこうして見下ろしてるのは俺じゃなかった
I think one of the things that's going to be interesting that he'll notice when he... Wait.
Oh my god!
Ah! What?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! That can't be real! Wow!
姿だったから変だと思ってたんだよ。選挙改伝ってわけにはいかなかったが、弟子入り終わって帰ってくりゃこれ。
Hey, he's not disheartened.
死刑になるのはマシバだけどな。
Oh shoot. I'm getting chills because it doesn't really matter who wins here. Either way, it's going to be an upset.
Uh-huh.
Because, oh, the dragonfish blow. Yeah, it's like an alternate gazelle punch in a way.
That poster, though.
That poster. It. Oh. 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 Oh.
All right.
It's him saying something so wholesome while the piano plays in the background. It's like, I don't know if that fits properly, but okay.
Kimura's not gonna win. Like,
yeah, it's tough because
like he'll give Mashiba a run for his money, but
it won't be an execution.
Right. Hey, now.
Oh, but that's
not the way to think.
Yeah, but I think that's more foreshadowing, if anything.
Yeah, but that's different than how he was talking.
He does look pretty
Takamura.
Badass, though, in the fact that he is approaching such a monster.
Right.
And he is the challenger in the strictest, role sense, so.
Kimura と俺は同じ体格なのになんで違う階級なのかって
Oh, God, that makes so much sense.
木村がジュニアライトでやると言ったとき、俺は何とも思わなかった。でも試合が近づいて権力
Oh, wow. Dang.
あいつは愚痴も恩着せがましいことも言ったことないけど、
Whoa.
一つ勝つのに俺の倍苦労してんだ。ベルトを巻いたらあいつ
Oh, yeah, if he wins, he's going to be on cloud nine.
Oh, yeah.
But, oh my God, this is a true underdog match where I
Right.
don't see him winning.
He doesn't see him winning either.
Right, I see like a 1 in 4, maybe a 1 in 5.
試合前はいつだって限界まで練習してきたつもりです。でも違った。限界と思って自分に甘えてました。今回こそ限界を超えられたと思う。
So he's convinced himself of that thing from the beginning of the OVA.
納得できると思い
Yeah,
ます。
no matter the outcome, he'll be satisfied. Because he actually pushed himself and he knows that he's serious about this.
します。
Whoa.
うちのジムに来て5年か。決断をするにはいい時期かもしれん。君ら、お前が決めることだ。ただ、俺はお前を5年見てきた。今日はその集大成を。
Right. If that's what's
Okay.
on the line, then fight like it's on the line.
Yep.
俺がセコンドつくからよ。大船に乗ったつもりでいろやな。
Oh.
Awesome.
All right. I like it.
負けたらいい
Means there
んだ。
doesn't have to be, a great twist or anything. It's a thing of we know,
現役続行さ。
like we know he's going to lose. So
Yeah.
it's that. But wow, way to put the stakes in this for a crazy. Oh. Mm.
木村さんが本来の実力を存分に発揮できれば面白くなるだろうな。
そうだよね。
Interesting. Not that he'll win, but interesting.
ああ、ゴングが鳴りました。
Okay.
Oh, parents are here. Yeah.
かいくぐるんだ。宮田とやったスパを思い出せ。
One dodged.
All right.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my God. You've got to dodge like 3 times. Wow.
アウトボクサーと聞いていたが、
Right.
要するにインファイトがやる。
Right. Yeah.
いいよ。
Oh no.
やってみな。だがファイターに何ができる。そんな
Oh. Okay.
よりは安っぽくねえ。
Oh crap.
Wow.
This round is Mashiba's.
Oh.
左がスナップを効かせて打つ。
Oh, it's like a
Wow.
whip.
Yeah.
されん。直
Uh-huh.
もらい続けると目が塞がるぜ。
Oh.
Oh boy.
That's a unique kind of damage. So
よけろ。あくまでインファイトかよ。捕まった。
crap.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What's crazy is that Mashiba probably practiced for the potential thing that he could face Ippo in Worlds, So he's like, I'm not.
マシバ右を
Right, even though they're in different weight classes, like he hasn't forgotten that fight.
Right.
右で倒そうと思えば倒せるのに。
フリッカーのみで
Okay.
今のうちに体で覚えればいい。
でも試合中に覚えるなんて無理だよ。
遠くて見えねえのか、木村さんの目が。
Jeez.
That is insane.
I gotta say though, the scars and the swelling makes him look so badass.
It does. It really does. Ow.
Oh.
3分か。よく粘ったじゃねえか。
3分だとたったの3分なんぞへでもねえよ。なんたってこちとら
Wow.
粘ってきたんだ。最初から3分間であいつの懐取れるなんて思ってねえよ。10ラウンドじっくり行こうぜ。
Whoa.
Really? Okay.
なぜ俺が死んだ
Oh.
と呼ばれているか。6人のボクサーが俺と戦う。
Oh,
Wow.
oh, jeez.
Wow.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my
oh,
god.
一発だってまともに当てられねえんだ
no. Oh. Oh,
No way.
They're just montaging
No
the rounds.
way. And that's what's at stake here. Like, that he'll retire if he loses, so...
Okay, but that was many rounds. Oh, escorting his mom out because she's not able to handle it. Oh,
Yeah.
木村さん、達也くん立ちましたよ。
八木さん達也はあの子は私のせいでグレてしまったんです。旧姓にいじめられて傷だらけで帰ってきたんです。
Oh.
上院に行ったんですが相手の親の勢いに負けてしまって逆に謝ってしまった。
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dang.
中学に入ってからは家庭内暴力など日常茶飯事でした。セコンドアウト。
Wow.
ところがある日達也の暴力がピタッと止まって
When he started boxing.
Mm-hmm.
私らはほっとしました。手のつけられなかったあの拳は今一つの道で日本一にまで挑んでいる。
Wow, his violence, if you will, has become something that he can be proud of and just cheer him on with that. Yeah, you get back in there.
また同じこと。
Yeah, exactly.
親の務めを放棄するところだ。
That's right.
Oh,
戻るぞ。
oh, and she's with him too. Yeah, let's go.
All right.
インファイトに持ち込んでる。
He managed to close the distance.
Oh, oh. Okay, okay.
組めるようになったんだ。
足の引きつけさ。
Okay.
Whoa.
なんで今頃やれるなら初めからやれってんだ。
待っとったんじゃ。マシバの打ちっぱなしではスピード
Yeah.
で勝負の木村のこと
Whoa.
上回り消極的な試合もしばしばじゃった。ええ、初めて見
A submissive one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the father
Uh-huh.
being submissive at that point there.
いや、わかるよ。お前のむき出しのファイトっぷりが。俺たちはボクサーとしては崖っぷちだもんな。周りが上に行くのに自分だけがいつまでもうだつが上がらねえ。引くに引けねえ理由ってのはある。
Seeing an Aoki like this is...
I know, I know.
世界で5年間飯食ってきても自信もプライドもねえよ。だけど一つだけあるんだよ。ごく身近によ。
His punches don't feel like they have a lot of weight behind it. The sound is weak. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. His jaw will be exposed.
For a hook. But
If he
I feel
keeps
like
going
this
to the
is
body.
it going well before it turns around and Mashiba destroys him.
Kimura. 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 Oh.
Cheer along with them.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It is quite monotonous. So is he banking on him like, yep, and then leaving his jaw exposed for one good punch?
Okay.
Holy crap.
All right.
He laid everything down for one trap.
Uh-huh.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
8th round. And all the music's wrapping up. Oh. Yeah, you did. Oh. Okay. He's moving like he's got a Dempsey roll in there, you know? Like he's weaving and bobbing. Okay. Yep.
All right.
Oh, jeez. Oh!
All right.
Oh! Yep. And as he goes to punch there... Oh!
Oh, man.
He's just leaving himself open there! Whoa!
But you need to have enough strength behind it in order to actually take him out with the one punch.
Well, I don't think he's putting all of his effort into these punches.
No, I know, but when he does the real punch.
This is it.
Oh! Oh! Yeah! Oh! Oh! No way! Wait.
Mashiba looked cold!
Yeah!
He doesn't know what happened!
Jeez! If he gets up from this, though, he's going to destroy Kimura.
We'll see.
We've seen what he's like when he lets the beast go. Yeah.
No. Oh, crap.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Oh, he barely got it.
And here it comes.
Yeah, but he knows it's coming now.
Oh, man. The fact that went so well makes me really worried that it's not.
Oh,
yeah.
Here it is. Oh, now the body blows open.
All right. Oh, okay. Wait. Is he really like 2 steps ahead of him?
Well, see, this is the thing. He needs to use his right. Mashiba's. Oh my god, that was a cool shot. Showing how little he can see. Oh!
All right.
Oh! Wow!
Oh man!
We saw what these did to Sendo. Oh! Is that how much like Mashiba's afraid of that?
No,
it's the.
I think
it's a trap. Yeah. Whoa.
Wait, sudden backstory? Wait.
Oh, dang, this is getting real, dude. Oh! Oh, man.
He's gonna put a foot out in front, isn't he? Yeah. Oh!
He's clinching.
Right. Yeah.
Oh. He already lost the world stage, though.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I very much respect the way they're getting us to be invested on both sides here.
Because like, in a lot of cases, that's a humble thing for Mashima to do, because it's accepting where he's at right there.
Right, he is in a very desperate place.
Yeah. He's barely thinking right now.
Yeah. Oh, jeez! Emotions! Jeez!
Oh, but this is making me think that Kimura's gonna lose.
Dude, it's round 9 and he's actually doing really well!
I know.
Oh. Okay.
But he's taking a bunch of damage too, like...
This cannot continue. Oh, there's the right! Yeah.
And the OP's playing.
Oh!
Alright.
Jeez, yeah, this is Mashiba taking it to the next level. Let's go. Just get in until I bump into him. Yeah. Wow, these exchanges. Yeah, this exchange is so good.
But it looks like Kimura's landing more.
Well, yeah. It's definitely something though where he's ending up taking more because of the right being stronger. Wow. Oh!
Yeah, because everything is on the line for both of them.
Jeez. Oh no. Yep. Oh crap, Kimura's taking it. Yep. Yeah, he's going down.
No, he's not.
The ropes?
He's not.
Oh, he's not!
Yeah! Yeah!
He looks like Ippo there!
Yeah!
Oh! Wow.
And it's kind of what she's always maybe needed to see from him.
Right. To see him, like, open up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe this is it, because... Oh! Whoa! Oh! Oh!
Jeez! Oh, these facial expressions!
It's always been this thing of Kumi doesn't want her brother to be a boxer. She wants him to be a brother, you know?
Right. And he said he'll be the best brother, so...
Right, so maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. This is where he learns.
Oh! Wow!
Wait, is this actually happening? Oh!
Mashiba's,
it looks like his reach.
Mashiba's range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow! Oh!
What if he gets back up? No, it's not over. It's not over.
Yeah, Mashiba's... Yeah, Mashiba's didn't have any hooks, so he connected a little bit sooner, so the damage on Kimura's was lessened. That's true.
Yeah! That's right! That's right, Kimura! Yeah! Wow! All right! Yeah! Come on!
Oh!
All right! Yeah!
Oh my god. Oh, he's just, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the way his hair, the faces are just, yeah. Yeah. They just want to redo the punches here. The all-out punch exchange. Just do it one more time.
Come on.
Oh. Oh no, he's calling it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Kimura's not. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's out. Yeah, it's like Sendo from before, yeah. What a match!
Wow. And then the ED.
こいつこんな冷たい汗をもしあの拳が伸びきっていたら
Oh.
試合終わったことに気づいてねえから拳引っ込められないっすよまだ戦ってる
Oh, Aoki. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. You did good.
Okay.
You did really good.
Oh, man.
Your passion was real. Your devotion was real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
立派だった最高の息子だ勝利インタビューとかあんだからよ勝利
Oh, yeah.
Just showing, like he would end up saying almost things that would be showing how on the ropes he was.
Well,
so it's like better to
and
end
that
it.
everyone could tell. So almost saying that he won, it's like,
right.
今日で引退します。
Okay. You did good, buddy. Oh.
決めていたことだ。もう二度と選手としてリングに上がることはない。
But hey,
だわよ。
you proved it to yourself.
yeah.
It was real. Oh, wow.
歩いて大丈夫かい？
ジムへ挨拶に行くだけだから。
なあ、達也。まだ花の名前を覚えるには早いんじゃないか。
決めたことだから。
そっか。
なんか寂しいですね。
いちいち寂しがってられるか。
Jeez.
してた人間は何人も見てきただろうな。食ってやるんじゃな。
Okay.
そうっすね。
Yeah, don't make this worse for him by trying to.
Right.
村の分まで頑張るって気合い見せやがれ。
木村の分まで。
Oh, just hearing those words. Aoki, such a good boy. Yeah!
気合か。高村さんも本当は寂しいんだ。
Of course he does. They're the triumvirate of idiots. Like,
Yeah.
now they're the new triumvirate. Yeah.
カタカナでワンポか。
Oh. Oh, that's cool.
なんせ5年間もボクシング漬けだったからな。今までやれなかったこと、パーッと何すりゃいいんだろう。
Yeah, you get to choose something.
違う。ボクシングじゃねえや。
Oh. Wow.
もうちょいだった。
Choosing something new to focus your passion on is like
あと10センチ。
something I'm like, yeah. Yeah, that's how close it was.
これくらい。なんで埋められなかった。
Oh. Okay, this is.
3センチの根性が俺には。
Oh, this is.
この先ずっとたった3センチのために後悔し続けるのか。たった3センチ俺は一生引きずっていくのか。
Oh.
嫌だ。そんなの嫌だ。木村さん。
No way.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
引退したんじゃ。
ええ、引退しました。
And now I'm coming out of retirement.
木村達也は引退します。
So what's your name?
カタカナに改名して再デビューだぜ。
Okay.
ということで改めてよろしくお願いします。何を今更
Oh. You sure about this, old man? Oh, wow. Even the dog looks terrified.
Kumi.
Kumi!
神さん。お兄さん勝ってよかったですね。だからさ。
Now Kimura has to retire. His back is broken.
Yeah.
久美さん、今日はどうしてここに？
いえ、お兄ちゃん勝ったから木村さんが気になって。
Wow.
Oh my god. Wow.
Ah, and hearing the CD again.
Whoa!
Wow.
That was some quality dramatic tension.
Man. And yet they still managed to bring it all back to the baseline.
Right.
Like, because I was thinking,
nothing.
oh,
Yeah.
this is why people were saying we had to watch this, because after this, Kimura's out of the show, right? But no, he's still
No.
Wow.
They sure made me think they would, though.
Yeah. Oh, and it kind of makes sense too, because like eventually, like Ippo's gonna keep going, but for
That's
Kimura
cool.
and Aoki,
Like the animatics for That's awesome.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I gotta give my full round of applause because I feel like because this didn't focus on Ippo, one of the things that we talked about when we watched the movie was that the stakes could have been higher if it wasn't focused on Ippo. Well, in this, not only did we not focus on Ippo, but we focus on a character that Ippo previously fought against and beat, but someone who could potentially, theoretically, in the future, rematch against Ippo. So, Kimura basically potentially gated, Mashiba from being able to face Ippo again because of how well he fought against him.
Or maybe this is what will make them potentially face again, because in order for Ippo to face Mashiba, unless Mashiba goes down a weight class, which wouldn't make sense,
Which wouldn't make sense. He doesn't like that dieting
style, exactly. What would need to happen is for Ippo to basically trounce enough people in his weight class that he decides, now the way I keep challenging myself is I move up a weight class, right? And then I kind of do it over again. And then, but you would think if that were to happen, that Mashiba would have already, because he had done that so long before, that Ippo wouldn't ever catch up to him, maybe, or if he did, it would need to take a ridiculous amount of time.
But I don't think they're going to do that because this was showcasing how Mashiba was just on the ropes at the end of this there. So there's not really a grand buildup through this fight for a Ippo and Mashiba rematch. It feels more like this is how much Mashiba still has to yet learn before the world stage, because he was, not taking this fight as seriously. He can't just face roll and make a bunch of other boxers retire,
But oh man, this was wonderful. Like the way, because when they introduced it, right, and the fact that it's Kimura, right, it's okay, I love Kimura, but the idea of how high stakes can they really make it be? It's well, him retiring if he loses, that's definitely one way.
That's the highest it could go for Kimura, for sure.
Right, definitely. And they made it about as high as it could go for Mashiba as well. But it's still one of those things where we haven't seen, with Ippo sort of set the precedent of doing the upsets, right? Where he gets put on the ropes and then he turns it all around, right? He does his miracles, right?
Right.
We haven't really seen that with Kimura. We've seen him and Aoki do fights every now and then, right? But it didn't really put too much focus into it, and it was, so we kind of see them a bit more as regular people, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Ippo and Takamura have this legendary
greatness
aspects to them, right? So the idea that Kimura is going to face Mashiba, and we know how terrifying Mashiba is, if it was something where, say, the roles were reversed and Kimura had somehow gotten to champion, and then Mashiba was coming in to challenge him as moving up in the weight class, then maybe. But no, this was not that. Mashiba had already moved up in the weight class, dominated that weight class,
made tons of people retire. Apparently.
Yeah, tons of people retire, and now he's just setting his all right, let's see if I can go to the world stage, right? And Kimura's trying to challenge him at that when it's not even, he's not even the first person in junior lightweight, right?
Yeah.
He's third. The other two people didn't want to fight him. That's insane. As much as a laugh as it was for that executioner poster and everything, that's really what it feels like, right?
Yeah. So that's the general thought process that people would be going through if they saw these two boxers going up against each other based on their previous stuff. You go, okay,
he's going to eat him.
You go, okay, so Kimura is not bad, but he's gonna get the way they called his flicker jab wind up,
scythe.
Death scythe that it basically keeps swinging there. It creates that image of basically it's
the freaking Edgar Allan Poe, the pit and the pendulum, just it's gonna get you eventually, and
I'm but they went for the angle of Kimura, and we read into it really well that Kimura has no weaknesses, and he also has no strengths.
Right.
So he's going to focus on gaining a strength, which his strength was that he was so focused and dedicated to this that he actually developed the ability to infight against Mashiba when he's never used infighting in his life before. Like, as far as we know, never has.
Certainly not in the competitive scene.
Right, exactly. Now, what needs to be stated here is the way they started off things with Kimura is that he basically realized that he needed to prove to himself that he had the capacity for this. So when you have a passion and it's something where you are wanting to test it, you're trying to basically see if you're capable of following through on this passion. You need to put some struggle in front of you. You need to put some kind of, you need to find a mountain and climb it, basically. Well, Kimura basically didn't know what mountain to climb. And I feel like what's really cool here is that he might have reached his potential as an outboxer. He's a decent outboxer.
Yeah.
He has a couple physical limitations in that his height isn't incredibly, crazy. His speed isn't anything too insane. He's not Miata. There's a lot of things where all the other boxers that we know have that little edge in their specific arena. They might have more weaknesses, maybe. Like Mashiba definitely has weaknesses in his durability.
Right.
Like he can't take
and
as many punches.
And that can be exploited, yeah.
Right. So his style is I'll keep you at range to where you never really are able to do that. But Kimura's here is that he put himself through the ringer to learn a new style of boxing for a specific match. And it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
And what blows me away,
that's insane.
What I think is great here is that when Takamura said, I spent all night thinking up advice and and whatnot. It's Mashiba's reach. And
he was right too.
And he was right. And the thing is like, no duh, flicker jab and all that stuff, right? And whatnot. But the idea that when it came right down to it, that was it.
That was it.
Like,
because he didn't go for a straight, he went for a hook. Like, he allowed Mashiba's range, even though the punch was released later, after that time to connect. What is that called in shooters? Time to kill. Basically, when you initiate on a target, I think basically what they use is the idea that in FPS is weird that I know this because I don't play FPSs. Really.
Yeah, I was like, I was really surprised.
When you round around the corner, if you're a skilled player, you've got your head on a swivel, you've got your targeting reticle at a specific point where their head's going to be in the match or what have you. But it's from the amount of time where you initiate the fire button to hitting the optimum target, how much time does the target have basically to respond before they're just instantly dead?
Right.
Like how much that just tells you the APM kind of requirements here. In this case here, he literally wore down Mashiba by letting himself be the punching bag and sandbag it for, what was it, 6 rounds?
6 rounds.
6 rounds.
That's ridiculous.
That's some Rocky Balboa
that's
right here.
That's 18 minutes of just letting him punch you.
Yeah, like on the plus side,
he's blocking and dodging and all that stuff.
Right, but on the plus side also, Mashiba is kind of toying with him by only using his left those entire 6 rounds, which was something that I'm really glad they used, because when you find out that Mashiba is looking for the world stage, right, you're like thinking, oh, cool, that's some good stakes. But I didn't even think about the pride angle, which is that, okay, so he's playing 2 meta games here.
Right.
Beat Kimura, but also beat him so it looks good.
Right.
Like, it looks like I didn't even have problems with him.
And the thing is, Kimura, the main thing that we've seen here is that he's smart and he's calm, right? So,
yes, he keeps his cool.
Even if he doesn't have many strengths, right, he does a good job of keeping his cool. So he becomes aware, kind of, even if he isn't aware of necessarily of why Mashiba's doing it, right?
Right.
He is aware that he is doing it, right?
So he's like, okay, based on this rate of punches that I'm taking here, how long can I take this? Another 10 minutes. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Let's go for another 3 rounds.
The welts and the swelling, it's bad, it's painful, but it's not like super permanent, like long lasting damage, maybe, right? Like I can still fight effectively.
I can weather
with
this.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I almost think Mashiba might really have like dropped the ball here in another way, and that's that when I think about what makes a world contender of boxing and what have you, I would say that then when they decide to end the match ends.
Right.
But the thing is that Mashiba actually ended up dragging out the match. He did knock down Kimura, like I think twice before round 6, once or twice. But that thing of not then delivering on the ending bit there by using your right, like
I think
that's gonna haunt him in the same way that the 3 centimeters is gonna haunt Kimura. I think that's gonna haunt Mashiba for the rest of his life. Like,
right, because I feel like it was something where he was basically like maybe he was going for like my left is enough, right? And I'll beat him this way, and that'll be a way that even if it takes longer, the fact that I did it, right? That's a big deal, right?
That is quite a big deal. That would make headlines.
That sends out a statement, right? Even if he was only the number 3, right? You know, he wasn't actually the first in the line to challenge me,
right? But he was looking at someone from a really high ranking in the world stage that was like, I want to fight you,
right? So that I can fight the world champion,
right?
Like that's a big set of leaps, right? Like that's a pretty ambitious, like progression plan.
Well, it was not only ambitious; it was something that was being offered to him.
Yeah.
I think that this is an example of where Kimura, they were trying to parallel with this, with where Kimura was saying that or it was Aoki that was saying this actually, because he was more explaining their journey up to this point. There's been a lot of opportunities that they missed. There were a lot of things that they let pass them by.
Right.
Mashiba essentially let an opportunity pass him by here. This was one of those instances for him where he was being gifted an opportunity. Now, he might have been thrashed if he went to fight that person. Who knows? Who knows? Because that person chose to fight them, chose to fight Mashiba, they'd probably be like, I can handle that flicker jab, It'll be
It
tough,
might have been something where they were just wanting to more test themselves against something different than actually like, oh, it'll be tough to beat him,
I mean, maybe, but we'll never know now. Because, we're not sure. There's no confirmation 100% that the offer was dropped.
And even if it is dropped, that doesn't mean it can't come up again in the future, right?
Right.
And the one
but it
thing,
might not be as great of an offer.
It might not be as great of an offer. And one thing that we do know about Mashiba, though, is that he is a dog on a bone, right? So
what do you mean?
Like once he bites down, he doesn't really let go. The whole thing of when he did get up from that hit, and he was like almost feral, like I'm going to destroy you,
Right, he basically bounced straight up. Yeah.
Like that's something that can definitely serve him well when he's fighting people bigger than him. Like, like not same weight class, but higher up in the rankings.
Right, for sure. He's hungry.
Whereas for someone like, say, Kimura, it was something where it kind of wasn't a good matchup for Mashiba in that way because he wasn't up against the ropes, right? Once he did well.
He started doing really well,
Yeah, but that was when he started doing really well.
Yeah, I think that's literally just the difference between him using his right and not using his right.
Yep.
I think this would have ended on that first knockdown with
probably.
With Kimura. I don't remember what round it was. It was either round 2.
And I think when he did end up knocking him down, I feel like he did use his right.
No, I don't think he did.
He used his left for it?
I'm pretty sure he used his left the entire match until round 7. Or, no, they didn't focus on it, but it was
like no like connecting punches, like maybe like
it was like his left entirely. They made a big deal about like he used his right. Now, they did say it was a rare thing. They didn't say it was the first time, so maybe there was another moment where it was...
Right, the occasional exception kind of a thing, but definitely the exception rather than the rule, because this is his death
99 times out of 100, he was throwing the flicker jab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, it was post-montage. I'll just say that.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Right. So...
Yep.
Wow.
And...
go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that, like, and we've kind of said this before, but I'm really impressed with the way that Ippo, as a show, was able to make me so invested in the fight of a side character that I didn't know was coming until... Because, like,
Right, until like the first few seconds of the OVA.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
right.
because like
the Champions Carnival. I keep getting reminded about it, but yeah.
And I think it had been mentioned before, like that, like in a previous Champions Carnival, that it's like, oh, you know, Kimura and Mashiba are going to be in the same carnival, and it's like,
yes,
you know,
yes, that was mentioned before,
or maybe it was a tournament or something. But so it was foreshadowed, you know, but I didn't actually know that it was coming. And when you have something where it's in a set box of here you go, this is the fight, you know,
right?
It can feel hard to get invested because there can be this sense of everything's going to go back to normal after this.
Yep.
Now it still did, which I'm not sure whether I'm happy about or like a little bit like, oh, that's dirty, because they tantalized us with the perfect, like,
so much
it's
crazy
over
change
after this, right? So much crazy change, and it was real for Kimura. Like, it really was. Like, this is not the kind of thing where you're just thinking like, oh yeah, and then, you know, a bunch of people die in the beginning of the episode, so that means there's going to be time travel to reset everything, right? Like I'm like, this is the end. Like, it's after the first, you know, like, season of Ippo, and now there's this other thing, and because I'm always wondering when there's other things like this that deviate from the traditional episode, like, you know, show structure, other than production issues. What would be the potential narrative reason that it happens, right? And if it's this is the exit and death, essentially, like, as far as the boxing career goes, of one of the main side characters of the story, like, that's a reason to do it. That is a really good reason to do it. So the fact that they had it up there and it was so real, I was just like, oh my god. And then Kimura's like, what am I going to do now? And he keeps thinking about boxing, and it's like, and you know that he wants to go back, you know.
Oh man.
And then he does, and it's like, all right, okay, work on that 3 centimeters. Go for it.
The story of the show has multiple moments where I think it basically does the package of being a really good salesman of selling that the stakes are up in the air. Like, it's the result is up in the air. I think if we were somehow not immersed in the story or what have you, or maybe less immersed, we would be able to see coming every conclusion for these kinds of fights and stuff like that. And yet, it's actually once they get into the fight that you realize that no, you have almost no idea the way it's going to go. And what I am so impressed by is that this is a show that is sticking to certain storytelling conventions to get us to the fight.
Yes.
But then once we get into the fight, all my predictions, all my theories, all my ways it should go or probably will go or ought to go get completely thrown out the window. And I get swung back and forth. And what was it? What was the line from either Aoki or someone who's like, this is taking years off my life. Like, that fight like took like... I think that was the I think it was either the Date fight or
I think so.
There was a fight where I remember Aoki being like, oh, this is exhausting. But I'm like, I feel you.
And looking at this OVA from the outside, right? Because when, like, at the beginning, when it was like Kimura versus Mashiba, we're like, well, Kimura,
we're like, well, okay, rest in peace.
Yeah. It's nice knowing you, Kimura.
For Kimura.
Yeah, like, because he can't win. But then when you have something like that, how do you make it so that it's still satisfying? Well, the way that Kimura can win is that he pushes Mashiba to the edge, right?
Right.
So you have it so that he pushes Mashiba to the edge. He proves it to everyone, Ippo, Takamura, his parents, Mashiba, that he is a great fighter and that he gave it his all, and then it's not quite enough, not because of any lack of willpower on his part, but then he loses and it's sad, but it's still great, right?
Right.
That's still what happened, but they did it so well.
They did it so well.
So well.
Yeah, this is what we talk about constantly when we say that when you go for high execution over high concept, you can have some incredibly satisfying and memorable moments. Even if the structure built around it is not super complicated.
Right, because let's say
this is something that's really, really good with not only the story specifically, but the emotion that they gave through the actual story writing that they did by focusing on little things like the parent talk with Shinoda. That's something I wasn't expecting. Sorry, wait, was that Shinoda or was that Aoki that they were talking to?
I think it was Shinoda. Yeah.
No, it was
Or
Yagi. It was Yagi. It was Yagi. But that little conversation there, you feel like, oh, we're getting sudden backstory. I guess.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't ask for that, but then you're like, oh man, no, this makes so much sense now.
Right, that random, sort of like almost filler feeling, little bit of couple episodes of Aoki and Kimura's backstory. It's like, no, that's important, right? Yeah. Delinquent. How did that whole thing start?
Right.
How did it feel for the parents? They're here now, so what happened?
They weren't even really big characters in the majority of the show before this. So now just having them even be in and showing this bit of them, you're like, oh, man.
Because having them not really be characters until now isn't saying nothing. It's actively saying nothing, right?
Oh, sure.
It's the idea that, they weren't really around.
At least
when
you'd
he
hope
was,
so.
Yeah, you would hope so, right? The potential is definitely there, right? Because they were delinquents, right? And of course, at that point, they wouldn't listen to their parents and all that stuff because But how'd that happen, right? We saw how it happened with Sendo. We didn't really see how it happened with Takamura, but Takamura's a gorilla,
Right.
So how did it happen with Kimura? Because Kimura was the one that I was always surprised by.
Yeah.
In that backstory of like,
that's true.
He was a delinquent?
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, he seemed like such a, sort of by the rules, sort of, just
kind of
like even boring.
Guy.
Like, kind of boring. Like even his boxing style was boring. At least Aoki did the frog leaps and stuff, right? So what's up? And then they do this, and it's like, oh man. Oh shit.
Oh, like that's so perfectly succinct and gets to the point of why he became the person he was. And that it was boxing that turned his violence into something that was a positive.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's just perfect.
Oh yeah.
Then I gotta say, like my detail thing with regards to these little story choices that I thought were amazing is you have your boy and he's going to quit boxing.
Yep.
Well, conventions would say that you can't make that big of a decision in this, kind of distributed kind of, this non-official distribution of the story. So you're like, oh, well, he's gonna decide to come back anyway. But no, they have a scene where they explain why he comes back.
Yep.
And that's that he goes and he's like, what am I gonna do? All right, let's think. Boxing comes up. And he's like, no, not that. Then, before he can even get really that much into like channeling something else, because I was assuming he was going to be like, I always wanted to travel, or I always wanted to do a thing.
Yeah, eventually he'd come up with something.
Right, he can't formulate it. He's like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
And then he starts thinking about the 3 centimeters.
Yep.
And what's so impressive with what they did with this is actually, I think, the voice acting. So the lines are really good because it's like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
And so it sets up the voice actor to do some incredible work with the material there. And he's saying, I did my best. I was so close. And basically it starts off with this positive thing of, I did so good. I'm proud of myself.
Yep.
It was so close. It was, if I had just, and just that little bit of regret where you realize that he's like, that's it? Why couldn't I do it then? And then just collapsing in tears. That is so real.
Oh because and I'm glad you brought it up because this is my favorite part of the whole OVA too, right? Like the fight was amazing, but it's because it's something where because the real question is will you be able to accept giving up boxing if you give up boxing?
Right.
And is that something you can actually live with, right?
Yep.
And here he's coming to terms with the fact of actually accepting the fact that he lost, right? And that's what makes this so great. That's what makes this not just a backpedal or whatever, right?
Right.
He actually accepts it. He comes to the point, even though it's not something that he is willing to accept, he accepts that, I lost. I was that close. Damn it, I was that close. Why didn't I do something more? Could I get back there again?
Well,
could I actually make good on that? Could I work on those 3 centimeters?
I want to bring up something though that I don't think that was something that came to his mind that quickly.
Oh yeah?
I think that was more something that came in later when he came back to the gym, if anything. Because we note that actually he starts repeating himself here. So his mind is wholly focused on one thing, and that's saying, it's 3 centimeters. I'm going to be regretting this forever. Forever. Like he says the word forever like 3 times, and then he starts to cry, and then he does kind of the Like, do you remember Kageyama and Hinata after losing to Seijo in the first season of Haikyuu, after in the gym where they're running around being like just ridiculous boys or what have you, just that's what he looks like he channeled right here when he runs back to the gym. He's like, I don't want that. He's flailing his arms to the side. Like, I just want to say, like, look at him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He is wholly and utterly determined and behind this, because and this is what I think is so great about it, is that before earlier in the OVA and kind of even earlier in the show, I feel like you could see the precursors of this, you know?
Okay.
In that, with Ippo going on his meteoric rise and everything, right?
Sure.
And the fact that Aoki and Kimura have been around longer than Ippo.
A
right?
lot longer, yeah.
That's gotta feel weird. The idea of we're 23, and maybe some people would say that you're young, but for boxers, that's really not.
It's by the number of matches,
yeah. And so him realizing is this my lot in life, right? And then it's the buckling down and being like, no, I would not be able to bear that. I can't bear that. This is what I truly desperately want. And it's not like he was before the match, where he's, you know, trying to figure out what the names of the flowers are and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Now he's like, no, I am going to do this. Like he's got a fire lit under him that's going to push him forward.
Yeah.
And yeah,
it's just good stuff.
I love it.
Passion is contagious, and it's exciting to see, and it's important to see it sometimes be taken to the natural conclusion where it's not enough.
And okay. And we talked about the whole thing of the high execution on something that is not necessarily super like not ambitious, but it's what you kind of expect, right? The whole thing of like that you could lay out this OVA and be like, this is what it's going to cover, and people could be like, this is how it's going to go, right?
And they're right. But we're going to execute on a couple things.
But we're going to execute on it really well. Now, here's the thing.
Yep.
What if someone got the idea that we need to subvert expectations, right? So we're going to have Kimura actually beat Mashiba. Or like, although that almost wouldn't even seem like subverting expectations. That would seem like manga, no, right. But within that, right? Like looking at it as a story, whether in the manga or in this,
sure.
That so wouldn't have. Like, even if it was done super well, that wouldn't have felt right to me. Like,
I don't know. I can't really say that. I understand what you're saying, and I understand why you're saying it. I feel like, though, because of the high execution, once the fight reached peak levels,
you were okay with either one.
I was okay with anything.
Oh, I was too.
They'd won me over.
Yep, like, I was too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think after the fact, there would have been a part of me that, even though I didn't actually see the hillside cry that Kimura had, there would have been a part of me that would have wanted to see that.
Oh, sure.
That would have wanted to see that. Because,
I get what you're saying.
Because now if Kimura gets back to the same place, oh yeah, and he wins, that will be one of the most satisfying things ever.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were able to turn it into that when we hadn't seen too much from Kimura in just an hour runtime is super impressive. Like that's ridiculously impressive. So I just want to applaud Ippo for that, and give credit where credit's due, because that was
this was impressive. Yeah. On Mashiba's side of things, they did something that I was really proud of them doing here. When you have your intimidating, scary, really like almost like evil looking, bully boxer, okay, you kind of get that thought of, well, he can't lose here. But then when you start to see him losing, we get that maybe double feeling of, oh my God, Kimura's doing this, but also this feeling of, stick it to Mashiba. And yet, with the connection to Kumi, and the fact that he's the brother that's trying to kind of be strong for her, kind of also for his own sake, They did that little backstory thing there, not just for the thing of showing that he's been trying to be strong for her, but he's trying to do it for himself, because inside he's actually quite scared too.
Yep.
And then when he's starting to lose, and we see a terrified, in some ways, young boy, and you know he is a man, but like a terrified young man.
Yeah, but he's still that kid, you know. Yeah, the idea that by laying him bare like that, it now is because, and that's something that Mashiba would never do willingly, right?
Well, it wasn't willingly.
It wasn't.
We have omniscient perspective.
Yes. Well, yes. It both was from an omniscient perspective, and it wasn't willingly because it was something, you know, battle is the purest form of expression. Through combat, through the trial by fire, it got laid bare, right?
That's true. Right.
Now, because of that, we can kind of see what his true progression is, not just as a boxer, but as a person, right? Because the whole idea of what Kumi said of wanting, like, what he said of wanting to be the best big brother possible, right? It's not just about boxing, right? The fact that there was a potential resolution for Mashiba that would still be a good character growth if he had lost, that means that just because he won doesn't mean that nothing else can happen for him, because now he can continue to grow and learn that lesson as he moves forward, right? Because this still kind of was a loss for him, right? You know, because he wasn't just wanting to win, he wanted to win with style, right?
Well, he wanted to win and get the world's invitation,
And that's not going to happen right now. So how is he going to pick himself back up from this? You know, how is he going to continue? And I love it.
Yep, I love it too, because as far as continuity characters in this story, there's a couple ones out there where you're like, oh, I wish they went back and kind of we got to see a little bit more of them again.
Yeah.
But it's like the show's like, well, if we do, it's going to be a long time. Volg's an example of that.
Yes.
And there's a bunch of other ones as well. But Mashiba is one of those ones where I'm like, I kind of want to end up like really liking you.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things about your character in terms of like on paper where I'm like, yeah, I want to know more of your story. I want to see you progress, struggle, overcome, go through all those things, and show Kumi's perspective at times too, because she's connected to you, and then there's the Ippo bit there, and then leads to a lot of comedy is more of what they've been doing recently in the show. But in this, I felt like I got to see that true form of Mashiba, like we saw way back when he was fighting Ippo for the first time. So, great stuff on all accounts here. We got to see a really cool side of Aoki as well, as him trying to be there and be like the rival
that broke
brother.
My heart.
That broke my heart too.
Oh man, this was an emotional OVA, but that was
yeah. But y'all, this was really good. We're starting season 2 next week, so if you want to see that first episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us and the community there about this show, about anime in general, and you can talk with Jake about the sci-fi novel that he wrote.
Yep. Because, Battle Lines. You know all about it. It's awesome. It's on Amazon. If you haven't gotten it yet, what are you doing? Link in the description. Go get it.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.